Good afternoon, all of you. I've been introduced by Sir and my topic already been told, so I would proceed fast. My theme is, I've been listening to lots of paper dealing with emotional intelligence and spiritual intelligence individually. I would like to go through the genesis of intelligence to make it relevant that there is an inclusive approach important these days to when we are talking about the concept of intelligence. I would like to propose a model of spiritual intelligence because there are lots of issues related to East and West when we are talking of spirituality. Like to propose a model where we talk of spiritual intelligence as a fundamental ability present in all human beings. When we say a human being is spiritually potent, we all are spiritually potent. So let's rush through genesis of intelligence. You all know this, but this is important to let you know the coordination between all the three concepts. We began with hereditary genus, reached to connectionism, then functional approach and cognitive perspectives. Then we reached to the emergence of emotional intelligence with Wechsler and Goleman contributing it, and IQ was found to be too narrow and explaining very less of variance into performance. What is most important to note here that cognitive and emotional, these are two, reason and emotion work in coordination. This has been proved. Next, this cognitive emotional model was proving to be shallow because there are few fundamental human abilities where human beings can rise above reason and emotion and can exhibit magnanimous behavior that transforms the society and life of human beings. And recently, philosophical causes were gaining prominence in explaining the well-being and quality of life, and thriving and meaningful life were becoming more important. There was a spurred wave of spiritual intelligence recently, and now what is the focus is positive psychology is highlighting at individual, societal and institutional level, accepting the cognitive, affective and spiritual elements cardinal for well-being. So this is really important why we have to consider all three together. And searches in neuroscience have made available the evidence of the neural basis of the philosophical and spiritual thinking. So this is the model necessary to be accepted, to unleash optimum, giving higher meaning, value and transformation to the life of the individual. The first component, purpose seeking, explained as sensitivity for seeking meaning and value in life through contributory acts, longing for a purpose. These people have exhibited these abilities, and seeking higher meaning and purpose and values through existential and philosophical questions of life. Next is integration, that is explained as global affiliation and universal compassion, humble use of power and freedom. And also a sensitivity for flora, fauna, life, most needed today. Transcendence, to transcend knowledge and experience, to search the unseen and thinking rising beyond the self, opening to a deeper sensibility. And the last is willpower, where human beings can exhibit exemplary strength, outperforming all physical, mental abilities, leaving all emotions and reason behind. These are few abilities not being explained by reason and emotion individually. And to the assessment of intelligence, IQ was the sole predictor, then later EQ tools came in, but a critical evaluation of EQ tools have been found to be giving some cultural aspects related to it. Implications of this paper is that for researchers, EQ, IQ and SQ need to be studied together, and for education, each student's unique personal significance should be seen in light of this multidimensional status of intelligence. And for society with the fragile relationships and growing complexity, materialistic, interdependent, yet self-centered, fast-pacing society, SQ needs to be seen as a potential to be developed in all for a harmonious and sustainable growth. And conclusions, most important part of it, to evaluate intelligence by rational way of thinking is too narrow. Questions are being raised on the status of EQ and SQ to be called as intelligence. If the criteria of correlation with IQ not being fulfilled, perhaps the fault lies with a poor tool, and a potent tool may establish a correlation already proven to exist by the neurological studies. Spiritual intelligence assessment might be seeming difficult psychometrically now, but American Psychological Association has given an indication about relating specific brain function to intelligence testing, and this might help. And emotional intelligence is trait or mental ability. This hype doesn't lower its importance as coordinated thinking is already proved. If cultural effects and development over lifespan make it EQ and SQ questionable to be a social skill, then IQ is open to the same question. EQ and SQ have been proven as helping in moving beyond the culture factor. This one of the study has been taken by Kiran Kumar sir, and I've taken the findings from there, and connecting with others and human beings. And this indicates towards the presence of a fundamental ability to be explored, parceling out the culture factor. And lastly, a holistic assessment incorporating EQ, SQ and IQ is required to unleash the true potential when we are talking of intelligence in human beings. Thank you.